We're back. Oh my goodness, welcome back to my channel, to you, and welcome to me, because it has been a little longer than I expected, I'm not gonna lie, but we're here, we made it. I took a couple months off posting on YouTube because I was creating a mini membership and then I was filling it with all of the core content, so that took quite a few months. I'm almost glad it took this long because I'm bringing a new energy to it. It feels like a fresh start. It feels like, I'm so ready. Side note, my mini membership that I launched, Creator Productivity Lab, is the bomb. I'm not going to go into it right now, but it's literally only $7 a month. And that is all details in the description. Today we're going to talk about how to plan a year of YouTube content in Asana. And why was this the first topic that I wanted to cover? Well, because I literally just did it a couple of days ago. I feel so much more fulfilled by the process when I have a good plan in place. And if you're that kind of person too, or you just like feel the need to have a plan, listen, you clicked on the right video. So let's dive in. The first step in this process is to, don't hate me for saying this, but come up with your content pillars. If you have a niche, which I hope you do, because it's actually gonna be harder to find things to talk about if you don't have a niche. I always rejected the concept of a niche because I am a manifesting generator in human design, which means I am multi-passionate. I hate having to just stick to one thing, but I've found a way to have a niche where I can still talk about so many different things. Like, it used to feel to me like I can only talk about productivity, blah, blah, blah. And that wasn't fun. But now I'm like, wait, there's so much in it though. Especially when I niched down my audience. So I'm not just saying productivity for everyone, it's productivity for content creators. That's what made it for me. So if you're feeling like, okay, I like talking about a particular topic, but it still feels pretty broad and I think I should niche down, maybe niche down the audience. And that actually ends up changing how you speak about it anyway. And you're going to be a hell of a lot more like on the ball when it comes to what you're actually talking about. So anyway, a little side tangent, but that's the first tip. Ideally, you want to come up with 4 content pillars. People really overthink this sometimes. What is your main niche topic? For me, time freedom is the overarching topic. And what are 4 subtopics that go into that topic? So for me, my content pillars are productivity. Then we have systems, lifestyle design. What are you going to do with that extra time? And then the other one is planning and reflecting. These kind of go hand in hand for me because one of them is looking forward and one of them is looking back. Those all tie into the time freedom thing for me. Another one that kind of goes into lifestyle design is personal development. What topics could you talk about that all tie into your overarching niche topic? Now, when we have our content pillars, there's a couple more things we have to do before we start coming up with the content ideas, right? And this is just going to make it a lot easier for those content ideas to flow. We're going to write down a little list of the types of videos we want to create. We'll get to the Asana part in a little bit, but right now I just want you to like write it on a piece of paper or in a Google Doc or something, just somewhere where you can brainstorm things out. What types of videos? Are they talking head videos? Like this. I mean, this is more than talking head. This is like talking torso and crossed legs. But is it a vlog? Is it come to the gym with me? Is it tutorials? Is it all B-roll and voiceovers? Like, what is the style of the video so that when you go to create the content, you know like what to actually film. The next list, or this is not really so much of a list, but it's more just like we want to figure out what is the vibe. What is the vibe of your video? Is it going to be like super high value, informative, like boom, fact? Or is it going to be like, hey, I'm just living my life, like this is fun, we're friends, like what is the vibe? You have so much creative space with YouTube. That's why I love it so much. But that can be kind of paralyzing sometimes because there's so much you could do, there's so much you could say, there's so many energies you could bring to it that you're like, oh, how do I decide? I don't know what to do. So we just want to write down like, what is the vibe of your channel? What do you want people to feel when they go and watch your videos? The next one, not so much a list again, but we're going to just write down a couple bullet points on your schedule. How often are you going to post? What time are you going to post and what day? A lot of time goes into these things. And if you are from the outset, you're saying, I want to post every single week, twice a week, and I want it to be like vlog style, and I want to do B-roll, and I want to do this, and I want to do that, and this takes research and that. Whoa, it's gonna feel like too much. If it feels like too much for too long, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna give up. And I hate to say that, I hate to be that person who's like, you're gonna give up. I trust that you won't give up, but I want to reduce the likelihood of you giving up. What's on the other side of you actually making this content creator thing work is literally your dream life multiplied by 100, multiplied by 1,000. Like the opportunities, the experiences that'll come from this are beyond your current awareness. So let's not throw that away just because we overcommitted to a schedule that we really can't uphold right now. Let's just kind of flesh this out and pick something realistic for you. Alrighty, now we get into the fun stuff. If you want to be posting once a week on YouTube, there's 52 weeks in a year. We all know that, right? What's 52 divided by 4? That's 13. When I say 4, I mean the 4 content pillars. So you would want to come up with 13 ideas for each content pillar. If you want to post every 2 weeks on YouTube, then you would do half of that. So you might do like 26 divided by 4. So it's 6.5. So literally just do 6 content ideas for 2 of your content pillars and 7 content ideas for the other 2 content pillars. When you brainstorm all of these out, you are going to have all of your content ideas for the whole year. Now, this is the part where you're going to have to, like if you're doing it alongside this video, you're going to have to pause here, maybe put on some music, light a candle, and just go into, what do I want my videos to be? What do I want to talk about on my channel? Just go with it, allow yourself to ease into it, and just think what you actually want your channel to look like. What kind of people do you want to be watching your videos? What kind of videos would they want to see? And if that feels like a fun idea for you to execute on it, then put it in there. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. All of these are going to be their own content ideas. It does not have to be groundbreaking, but as you create, they're going to get better, and you're going to find like fun little ways to uniqueify your content as you go. Once we have all of our content ideas, we're going to go into Asana, and this is where things get exciting. Editing Kate, cut to Asana. We're going to do project name, and it's going to be content creation system biz. Go create project. First section we're going to add is YouTube calendar. You just copy all of your ideas that you have, right? Just paste it into one of the things and it'll show up like that. Then you can go and add tags. The tags are going to be your content pillar. Now, because you took them directly from the place where they were already organized into content pillars, those ideas that I just put in were all the productivity ideas. You're literally just going to go productivity, productivity, productivity. In here, basically how you do this, honestly, it's a bit hard to find sometimes for the first one. Add tags, and then I'm just going to go productivity. This is purely to show you. Now toggle the tag thing on here so that you can see it. Now it's going to be easy, okay? You're literally just going to click and go productivity, 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 right? So just do that for all of them. Then you're going to do the same with, once you have all of those done, so I'll put the last one in here just to know where I left off, because all of my ideas in this are called idea. So now go into the systems ones, and I'm going to copy all of those. Add task, paste, and they're all going to go there. This was the last productivity one, so I'm going to go systems, right? And literally just tag them all through. We are not doing assignee yet. We're not doing due date yet. Okay, we're literally just tagging them for what content pillar they are. You're going to have all of the content ideas here. You're going to have all of the content pillars here. Now you can start putting them in order. You're just going to go through and pick 3 from each content pillar, and you're going to move them to the top basically, right? So obviously I don't even have 3 for all of them here because I'm just showing you, but let's say I just go like this, and I just move them to the top. Okay, and we'll throw this one up here as well. So it's going to look a little bit like this. Obviously, you're going to have way more, and it's not just going to say idea. Put them in a general order. There's literally no right order here. Personally, just because of how my brain works, I like to organize it and go like in a particular order. So I might go productivity, systems, lifestyle design, plan and reflect. Productivity, systems, lifestyle design, plan and reflect. That will look like this. Just moving them in order. So it's going to go in the same order every single time. Obviously, I don't have a systems one here at the end. It literally does not matter because I'm just showing you as an example. How about I just, for handiness sake, just to make this easier, I'll put this in here. So now I have 12 videos, right? I have 3 from each content pillar. I have 4 content pillars, meaning 3 months are sorted. Then we can assign a due date. And if it's in the order that you want to do, then we're going to go, okay, cool. When's the first one I want to do? It's on the 10th of January. Great. Click 10th of January. I want to be posting videos every week. So the next one is on the 17th of January. Cool. The next one is on the 24th. The next one is on the 31st, you know. The reason I'm only talking about 3 months here is because it can get really overwhelming if you assign due dates to all of your content ideas for the whole year. Because guess what? Sometimes things go sideways and you don't get around to doing a video. Other times you have other content ideas that you want to do, but then you go to your content creation system and you're like, oh no, but I already have like this video and this next video and I have to work on those first, and the magic disappears for the ideas that you wanted to do. You're only going to assign due dates for the first 3 months. The next section we're going to do after YouTube calendar is checklists. I have a weekly checklist, I have a monthly checklist, and I have a quarterly checklist. This is what is in my weekly one. And you might be like, that's weird. Write video descriptions, edit next week's video, schedule YouTube videos. So when are you filming them? I'm filming them once a month. So this is what it looks like in my monthly checklist. Write shot lists and flesh out scripts. Filming day. So I'll have a monthly filming day. Create amazing thumbnails. Create show-stopping titles, put videos into video.ai. That's how I repurpose into shorter clips. Let's just say I want to do that every month on the 29th of the month, right? I'm going to go set to repeat monthly on the last day of the month. When I do actually get around to doing this and I click this task as complete, it's going to show up again on the last day of next month. The important thing here is you have to assign this to yourself. All right, so I said before not to assign all of the video ideas for the whole year to yourself, but you are going to assign the checklists to yourself. Once it's the turn of the new quarter, I am going to write descriptions inside the Asana task, for every video of the upcoming quarter. I'm going to show you actually in my own one. For the first quarter, if you go into any of these, I already have, look, this is what I'm talking about right now. For the next one, I have the description in there. And for the next one, I have the description in there. And for the next one, and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to actually go into the individual ideas and explain like what points I want to tap on. And I'm not writing out a whole script in the description of this content idea, but I am going to write in the bullet points that I definitely don't want to miss out on. Add the video type tags inside every Asana task for every video. Honestly, if this feels like a bit too much, then just ignore this. But for the people who are like, no, I'm ready, then this is what I mean by this. The first line of tags for me are my content pillars. The second line of tags are the types of videos. Walkthrough, talking head, with me, vlog, walkthrough, talking head, vlog, talking head. I'm also going to plan out my non-negotiable filming days. So like I said, I do a monthly filming day. So when I'm doing my quarterly checklist, I'm going to plan exactly when those days are. The main thing here is you're going to get all of the ideas in here. You're going to order them based on the content pillar, and you're going to assign the due dates for the first 3 months of videos. You're only going to assign videos to yourself for the first, say, 5 weeks. Once the ideas are all in there, just make sure those checklists are assigned to you and that they're recurring either once a week, once a month, or once a quarter based on whatever the checklist is. I'll leave you over to other Kate sitting on her bed. And that is our little tutorial walkthrough chitty chatty how to plan a year of YouTube content on Asana. I trust that you will plan this out, that you'll take the time after watching this video to actually do it rather than just like watching somebody talk about planning. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to be posting videos every single Wednesday at 3 p.m. GMT. So if you're into productivity, planning, lifestyle design, systems, I am reigniting and reactivating this YouTube channel for all of that good stuff. So if that's your kind of thing, you're definitely in the right place. And like, go ahead and subscribe, because why would you want to miss out on all that juiciness? And for those of you who are in my membership, like, you see me in a lot of video content, but this is going to be very different because I really want to bring more like creative expression to this, and not for it to just be like super educational, but we'll talk about that stuff, but also here's me living it so that I can show you like it actually gets to not feel like heaviness, it gets to not feel like overworking. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next Wednesday at 3 p.m. GMT. Bye!